G'day Ratbags and welcome to another episode of Dirt Riders TV.
Bag it up!
In today's episode I'm going to show you a modification that I've wanted to do for some time. A dual exhaust on the big DR650. There's only one thing better than a Barrett exhaust, and that's two Barrett exhausts. I thought it'd make the bike look cool, but it also has a very practical use, even if it is a bit sneaky. You see, I didn't want a piece of plumbing hanging out of the back of my bike for a toolbox. Sure, it does the job, but what if you could put a second exhaust pipe on the back, eh? Do something different. Let's get that sucker bolted up there. And look at the holding capacity. That's gonna take heaps of stuff. So sit back and enjoy the ride. When I ordered the pipe from Barrett Exhaust in Sydney, Australia, I didn't ask them to put it together. I wasn't sure what I needed or what I didn't need. So in the beginning, I had a little bit of assembly required. But if you're going to do this, ask them to attach both ends, and from there, you should be able to do the rest quite easily. So there you have it. If you have to put the ends on, make sure you start with one pot rivet, then follow it around in sequence. Otherwise, you end up with a little bit of bubbling through the top edge. Bit hard to see in that shot, but you can see the gap under there. Next up, I had to make a plate to block out the bottom end. Just a little bit of aluminium and draw a circle around it. It was only a bit of a guess, but it was good enough. Then grab the tin snips and start chopping. And there we have it, our cover was all set to go. Righto, so we're going to drill these holes. We'll start with this one. So I just put a little bit of silicone around here that'll give us a nice seal. Now we'll place this in position. Then pop in a pop rivet. Okay, time for number two. Oh yes, and now look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Yes, oh, it's symmetrical too. It's like the Southern Cross. Maybe I need to put another one in the corner. Now we've got to make one for the other end to go into this, to block that off. So draw around that. This one has to be a bit more precise. And they'll go together in there. And we're just going to paint this bit black, so when it goes in there it looks blacked out. Be sure to use flat black paint inside here because gloss will stand out and look odd. Righto, so now what we're going to do, just run a little bit of silicone around the edge of this. And around the edge of this. And then we can put the mesh in place, as well as put it in place over our desired hole. Just like that. Just like that. Nice. Okay, so that's the end result. It's all sealed now. I'll let that dry. So the next thing we've got to do is we've got to cut through here, cut through there, cut through there, and there, making sure that we leave our thread so that we can bolt our stuff to, but we're removing this circle, otherwise we won't be able to get any of the tools in and out of here. And when we do, it'll be a tool within a wrapped piece of canvas. All the tools will be wrapped in a piece of canvas, and you just slide out that sleeve. Alright, so we'll see if we can cut this out.
Do not try this at home. All these stunts were carried out by professional Ratbags in a controlled studio environment.
So now I'm just going to file these down and round them off so that they don't catch. It'll take a while, but I'll show you the end result. Alright, so there we go. So we've managed to file all these down now, and that should be able to pass the sleeve in there nice and easy. Here we are, this is the plan. We're going to have some sort of canvas roll tool pack that'll feed in and feed out. So now we have all those edges burred off. Should turn out alright. So the first thing you need to do is undo this and remove your side cover. From here we've got a 10mm socket. We're going to crack these bolts. Now it's time to line it up. Okay, should look good there, but I've just noticed this is going to have to go. This is right in the way, so let's get rid of that. And of course nothing's made simple. They've got one of these special little Allen keys, which I don't know the name of, but if you do, let us know. We've got to get one of those so we can remove this first. Here's the tricky bit. You have to open up the guard here with the key before you can get the hex head in.
And as you can see, always use the right tool for the right job. Or if you're a bit of a rat bag, whatever's handy.
That's got it moving now. And one helmet locking device. Gone.
Then it was just a matter of wrapping the clamp around and bolting it up. I took the bike down to the metal shop a few days before and measured up a couple of spaces, threw a bit of paint on them, and they're all good to go.
So at this stage we're doing it up and we're just testing it out. Make sure we've got it all in place for height as well as distance, and we'll just give her a bit of a nip up and see where it sits in a minute. Okay, so we've got this first bolt done up and the clamp. Now we're up to this second bracket. We'll chuck in the spacer just like that. I've got to drill a hole in this. I had to make up my own little bracket because the other one was too low. Needed a higher piece up here, so that's what I've done. So to make sure I drill this clamp in the right place, I just wanted to check that this is nice and straight and the other one is nice and straight as well. So they're pretty much lined up in position now.
I made my strap out of the same aluminium I made the round plates from.
So to put the cover on, I've basically slipped it into place, and down here I've had to use a zippy tie because the hole is now about there. So I didn't want to drill a hole just yet. I thought I'd give a bit of time and think of a more permanent solution, but for now, here we go. Dual exhaust DR650.
So there you have it, the soon to be not one of a kind dual exhaust toolbox on the DR650. I hope you found this video to be useful, and if you did, don't forget to click the thumbs up, leave us a comment, as well as subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until then, don't forget to get outside and play.